a sudden, I found myself in love with the world. So there was only one thing that I could do, was ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-ling-long.
I used to wear those helmets in my house. Am I weird?
Hockey helmets?
No, football helmets.
Oh, okay.
I'd like run into everything on purpose. Why is that? little background laugh there.
Because whenever somebody says something like that, like I get mental pictures
Right.
of like a little you
Right.
running around, smashing your head in a helmet and
And
stuff.
I was big into like wrestling with like my pillows and like throwing the football up and jumping on the couch and all that. I wanted to feel like I was like on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What helmet did
That's
you have?
awesome.
Did you have the
I
Pittsburgh?
had the Steelers helmet.
All right, there you go.
Awesome.
All right, so I thought I was like, what was the guy's
You were
name?
playing a legit game of football in Kidland.
Yeah, but
Heck
nobody
yeah.
was playing at the time, so I'd have to just throw it up to myself and like hurl onto the couch.
You didn't have any
That's-
brothers or
Franco
sisters?
Harris, huh?
That's
You
the
didn't
beauty
have
about
brothers
being a
and
kid.
No, I had two sisters.
Oh, well.
I like
yeah.
to torture them, but aside of that,
Right. Okay.
make them sniff the Play-Doh.
Shooting the Play-Doh at him.
Yeah, whatever it took to annoy them. I mean, the arguments you get into as siblings is unbelievable. Funny.
See, now I'm an only kid, so oh my God, everybody's gonna know what I'm all about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
And
just
the little
don't get it.
Entitled bastard.
I know.
No.
Spoiled rotten.
I had two sisters and I was in the middle. Well, even worse. So there was the firstborn and then there was the lastborn. I was the boy on top of it. So I was wrong about everything.
Boy in the middle.
You know, I'm back into therapy we go. I was wrong about everything. The parents didn't allow it. I had great parents. I did.
I think
They spanked me just appropriately with that ping pong paddle. Thanks, Mom. I'm looking at the camera. It's your turn. She's 80. I'm going to go in there with one of those paddles and go, you remember what this is all about? Your turn. And I hired
You are not.
You're right, Brittany. We do need a couch.
We do.
Counseling session
Yeah, next week.
commences.
It's all good times. No, I appreciated what my parents did. They raised me very well. I thought it was very normal. When I look back, it was very appropriate upbringing.
I think I could say the same on my end.
My mother did. She did the whole thing, and my dad did the whole thing, and I have no complaints.
I don't know how my dad worked at a place for 40 frickin' years.
That's just what people did back then.
Oh, nobody
Yeah.
does
How
that
do
now.
you do that?
No.
You know, I saw an article. I think the average that people stay at companies now is, I want to say it's 2-point-something years.
Is it that low?
Yeah. I think 3, 4. Let's say it's even 3 or 4. I think it's 2.8, but nonetheless, it's 3, 4 years. Because back then, everybody would just go to their 30-year job, 40-year job, show up. Everybody would come into the community and park again at 5:15, 5:20 after they got off their job at the plant or whatever it may be. You know, watch, have dinner, do your homework, watch Johnny Carson, go to bed.
Oh yeah,
That was
Johnny Carson.
That was the routine.
Now there was some great stuff.
Yeah.
They're actually replaying the old Johnny Carsons on Me TV, and it's interesting to go back and watch them because they'll kind of line them up with around the same time of year. So like if it's August 24th, it'll be like August 2nd, but 1982. And it's weird because I remember these shows. I remember staying up and watching them, in the 80s and the 90s before he retired.
Oh, this is what we were talking about before, right? So you'd have dinner, whatever, homework, take a shower, whatever. Then the news would come on at 10 o'clock news, or 10:30 news. Then Johnny Carson would come on, and then you get the God Bless America at midnight.
And then it was off.
They
That
do
was it.
God
It was
Bless
static.
America. They play it on, and then they go, "This is the conclusion of our broadcast day." Psh,
No more information
until 6 o'clock in the morning,
until you wake up.
and they go, "Good morning, America, America."
I think we need a little break like that. I think we're over inundated with information.
They
at this
just
point.
shut down the interwebs. I'm just kidding. Obviously, they can't do that, but Al Gore did create it, though.
He was a genius.
Maybe he has the button. No, I'm kidding. What were you going to say? Nothing? You like the white noise from midnight to 6 a.m. Every day.
Oh, here's
It
one.
would be nice if they shut it down. Like shut all, if they just shut all our phones off. Maybe there should be some law. They just shut all our phones off and our TVs and actually make us talk to each other for a
People
little while.
would panic.
Oh my God.
They would lose their mind.
I'd feel liberated.
I would too. Because I miss the time where you could actually relax. Like I normally on Sundays, I don't work. I turn my phone off. Well, I mean, I try to turn my phone off, but I can't until after shows are done here because I still have to answer employees and shows and stuff if they're canceling or if something goes wrong. But besides that, I will not answer my phone. I don't care who's calling me.
That's very cool. You gotta draw limits on this.
Well, yeah, because if not, you're always overstimulated. People need time to actually dial it down a little bit and relax. And if not, you're basically walking around like a constant bag of stress. So
Absolutely.
It'd be good to be able to shut it down. I mean, obviously, you can self-impose that on yourself and say no TV and no phone or whatever. But I've been through some hurricanes or whatever, and you're kind